Hey guys, just a little preface on this video. As of right now, Hurricane Irma is about 2 days away from where I live in Orlando, Florida. And I got most of this video edited, but I did not get the box that I have right here with all the different pictures. That takes about 2 days to do, and prepping for the hurricane is a little bit more important than that, but I did edit the rest of the video, so I wanted to upload it now. Otherwise, if I waited, we could be out without power for up to a week, maybe even 2. I didn't know when I'd get this video live, so better to get it in before the hurricane rather than after, when everything goes to shit. Suffice to say, if everything goes to shit, it might be a little bit before I put up any new videos, but I got this one done, so enjoy. Hello and welcome to the Cranky Old Gamer. Today we're taking a look at the second IDW game sent to me. Today's game is Outpost Siberia. Welcome to Outpost 1, observatory in the isolated frozen tundra of Siberia. You choose one of 6 scientists and you are stuck in the frozen wastes. I apologize to any Russian people that I've offended. So you choose one of 6 scientists. The game plays up to 6. It says 2 to 6, but like any co-op game, it can be soloed. From there, you have 2 decks of cards. There are monsters, like mutated beasts, event cards like that are good, like you get more food, more water, more supplies, and then there are event cards that are bad, like oh, you're snowed in, you are dehydrated, or your food spoiled. One of the interesting things about the way the game works is the cards are all double-sided. I don't mean front to back, I mean top to bottom. On the top you have the creature, you have the item, you have the event, and if you flip it over, it is either an inventory item or it can be used as an attack. Pretty clever idea, I like that. It almost reminds me of Friday, where when you defeat a challenge, you flip the card upside down and you add that to your deck. That was a pretty cool mechanic. All of the different monsters, I mean, they're mutated, I say monsters, but they're like mutated, horrible versions of existing creatures. I don't know what they were studying up at Outpost 1, but it doesn't look good. As with any co-op game, each character has a different ability and a different set of health points, and if you drop down to 0 health points, you're out. One thing that I like, if you look at the back of the cards, there is a blue top and a yellow top. When you put these down on the table, either in a discard pile or in a draw pile, that tells you which direction the card's going to face, so you know whether you're using it as a threat card or as an inventory card. So that was really handy. It took me a couple games to kind of put that together, like, oh, that's what that means. With a game like this, I think it's best if I show you rather than just try to spell it out for you. So let's go ahead and take a look at the cards, shall we? So here we have our basic setup of the game. You've got your character cards down here. I've chosen 3 at random. And then up here at the top, I've set out 2 decks. The one with the yellow up is the Outpost deck. The one with the blue up is your Expedition deck. When it is your turn, the first thing you're going to do is draw 2 from your Outpost deck. And your first thing is you're going to decide. I have drawn a flare and a flare, so this doesn't really matter. They're the same thing. But you're going to look at this right here, and this is how much damage you can do as an attack, or you're going to look at this and see what this means. Flare is actually a very handy card. All of your threats attack once per round. This allows you to ignore a threat. So if these were 2 different cards, here, let's see. What else do I have? Here, a first aid kit. All right, that works. Put that in our discard pile. So now, which is more important to me to have? I think we're going to want this first aid kit. So we're going to put this into our general supply. From here on out, I can use this first aid kit. Anybody can use this first aid kit. I'm going to keep this in my hand. If I play it from my hand, it is only an attack card. From there, I decide, do I want to use any items? No, we're all at full health. We have no threats. We're good. Now my next move is to draw a threat card. These are blue up, which means I hold them like this, and I got discard the top card of the Outpost deck. Okay, well this is going to go in the discard pile, which actually needs to go like this. I mean, I'm going to take this, so I just lost an Ice Axe, and I don't need to use this, I don't have to fight anything. So we'll put this in this guy's hand. Next choice. Do I want a first aid kit, but this does 2 damage, or a flamethrower, but this does 1 damage? We already have a first aid kit. I'm going to keep this for some threats. You never know when we're going to need a flamethrower. So I'm going to keep this and draw the next threat. Oh, we have a Swift Wolverine. You can only use cards with 1 attack to attack this threat. So now I can't even use this because it avoids his ability. This one does 1 attack to any random person, and he has 6 health. So we have to do 6 health to him 1 at a time. He stays in the threat area doing 1 damage every round. And so on and so forth. As you keep drawing things, you will continue to have more threats. You do need a flamethrower to kill a threat, or an Ice Axe, that works too. Now the nice thing is, once you defeat a threat, you flip him over, and now this goes into your discard pile. Your Outpost deck is going to go through very quickly. Let's go ahead and take a look there. Your Outpost deck is going to go through very quickly. And you're going to reshuffle these back in, but now that you've defeated more monsters, you're going to have better cards in there. And that's how you build up your deck. Like I said, it's a very simple game to learn, very straightforward, just very, very difficult. The way you defeat the game, to have this deck reduced to 0. Like I said, once you figure all that out, which direction the cards are facing, it is a very simple game, very easy to pick up, very quick to learn. I really liked that. I played a couple of games of this. I played some with friends, and I played a lot solo. I play a lot of solo games at work, as I've said in the past, and this really worked for a small footprint solo game at work. I just chose 3 characters each time. Overall, I think there was a lot of really clever ideas in this game, and I think the artwork is very cool. But when it came down to the actual gameplay, you have to really like brutal punishment. This is pandemic level hard. Like, I understand that the whole point of the game is survival. You want to have, you want to be running out of things because that builds that tension. And they do that very well, but for our tastes, it was a little bit too much. For example, monsters cannot be killed just by reducing their hit points. Once their hit points have been brought down to 0, you have to use either an Ice Axe or a flamethrower to actually kill them. And I felt like that was a little unnecessary. With the 3-player game, we already had enough threats that having to use 1 more card just to stop it attacking us, yeah, we may house rule that out. But then again, if you do, that renders 2 card types completely useless. So we haven't quite figured that one out. Not enough health, I think. I'm fine with less first aid kits, but we kind of felt like we died really easy. Especially did not like the rule that if even 1 scientist dies, you all lose. If one person, if you're playing a 4 to 5 player game and one of you gets killed, you all lose. There's no, the rest of us will soldier on. No, you lost the game. And it's pretty punishing. But I mean, there's a lot of people that like that. I mean, Pandemic has been a big seller for how many years now? So some people like that cruel difficulty. But it's a fun game. We definitely did enjoy it. It was just a little harder than we liked, that's all. As I said, really liked the artwork. Very kind of horror comic-y. The card art was done by Ron Joseph, and we really felt he brought a lot of life to the artwork on these cards, especially all of your mutated creatures. They were really cool, like not a single bad one among them. So, very cool on that run, liked that a lot. Now, I do know that at some point when I was doing research on this game before they sent it to me, I saw reference to another Outpost title. It looked like a jungle theme, but I can't find information on that yet, so stay tuned. I have a feeling that this Outpost series is going to be kind of a mini series going for IDW, and that'd be pretty cool. I'd like to see a variety of this. We did enjoy this, and I'd like to see more, especially if it helps them kind of iron out the kinks. So, I do recommend this game. We did think it was fun. It had some very clever mechanics, but you've got to be looking for that brutal challenge. If you're looking for something a little bit easier, a little bit more lighthearted, this might not be the game for you. But if you're looking for something that's really going to tax your kind of survival instincts, Outpost Siberia might be a pretty good choice for you. It's a very small box, kind of would fit on my, it fits in my small game collection, and plays up to 6, so you can get your whole group involved. Yeah, check this one out. All right, guys, thank you all for watching. I hope you've enjoyed your time with me as usual. Please do check out my website, thecrankyoldgamer.com. And if you like pictures, stuff like that, check out my Instagram, thecrankyoldgamer. And if you like what you've seen so far and you want to help out my channel, help me get some better equipment, maybe some more games to review, please do consider donating to my Patreon. If you donate, you get your name in the credits of my episodes. Yeah. All right, guys, thank you all for watching. Hope you've had a good time. Once again, this has been Outpost Siberia. We'll see you later.